The Sex Ed with Tim podcast is recorded on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. We acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13, signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit, and the Williams Treaty, signed with multiple Mississaugas and Chippewa bands.
You're listening to Sex Ed with Tim.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Sex Ed with Tim podcast. I'm your host, Tim. I'm a certified sex educator. I identify as a chaotic homosexual. And what do you call a bunch of gays doing a drive-by? A fruit roll-up.
I'm leaving. I'm hanging up.
No, bye! No! Come back. I'm sorry. So, everyone, it's season 3. Oh my god, we made it to season 3. Where the hell did the time go? I don't even know. I'm old.
Same.
You're not. Chapel, you're not.
I mean,
in gay years, we're like geriatric.
We're like bone dust at this point.
Yeah, I'm like, straight skinny, gay fat, and Gen Z invisible.
And you know what? That is a fucking loaded statement right there, my friend. I can say fuck on here, right?
No, this is a Christian podcast. What are you talking?
Sorry.
Say everything you want.
Amazing. I assumed, but
I would be insulted if you didn't swear or at least say bleeding asshole at least once in this recording.
I will do my best to work it in.
Perfect. To work in your bleeding
promises.
Asshole?
Yeah, not mine, but the phrase, sure.
Oh, wait, I haven't even introduced you to the listeners.
Oh, hi.
Hi. So, everybody, here at Sex Ed with Tim, I love to bring in a diverse number of guests, and who better to represent diversity than a white gay in the entertainment industry? Like, absolute pinnacle of diversity and inclusion. I have here filmmaker, artist, musician, multi-hyphenate, I'm assuming tight bottom as well.
You would assume wrong, but continue.
Oh, my mistake. Whoever said I do accurate research here on Sex Ed with Tim. Please welcome to the show, Chapel.
Hey,
Chapel.
What's up? It's okay. We're going to have this conversation. So
let's do it.
This is the most confusing part of having a fucking stage name is having to, so conversationally, Chapel. My name is Chapel, like the phrase is the name, if that makes sense. So like that's the name I put out music under is my name is Chapel.
Right.
But obviously you wouldn't be like, hey, my name is Chapel. How are you today? I mean, you could, but
for branding purposes,
so
because
if
the label.
You're Googling, it's my name is Chapel. It's actually a funny story that I tried to just do Chapel, and I tried to trademark that like years ago, and Warner Chappelle, the record label. I don't know if I can say this, but whatever. Sue me. I don't give a fuck.
We'll get canceled together.
Their lawyer called my lawyer. And it was my friend who worked for a trademarking firm representing me, but for free. But they were basically like, yeah, no, we're going to block you in court if you try to trademark Chapel.
Ooh.
And so I was like, well, if my name can't be Chapel, can it be my name is Chapel? And they were like, that's so stupid, but as long as you don't. They sent like this this legal letterhead letter that was like, your client's recent song Ghost is, and I was like, but did you listen to the song? Cause they're like, we're the label that represents Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and I was like, can you send this to legal? Can you send the single to A&R, please? So to see if they like the song.
Anyone scouting?
But so basically I just have an agreement with them. I guess I've signed a paper somewhere deep in their legal files that I will not start a record label under the name Chapel, but other than that, it's mine.
Oh my
So
God, that's so stupid. I mean, I have worked in the music industry for like 3 years. It's absolute garbage.
It's
also,
ass.
it's like, you don't really claim the word chapel. That's like, a word.
And there's a Chappelle. It's spelled differently too.
Yeah, like Dave. Or
thank
do we
you.
talk about him?
No, I mean, and you would be shocked at how often people read chapel and go, "Oh, my name is Chappelle," and I'm like, "Where is there an ELLE, babe? It's spelled like the building." What about that spelling gave you Chappelle?
You take him to church, babes. You take him to church.
Maybe something like that. I don't know, but
your story reminds me a lot of a.k.a. Twigs. Like,
oh, fuck a Twigs, as I lovingly call her.
Fuck a Twigs. For those of you who don't know, FKA means formerly known as, because she named herself Twigs, and then there was another artist named Twigs. She's like, you can't use that name. She's like, okay, FKA Twigs. Look at where she is now.
Love her. She's awesome. Have you ever seen like her live gigs where she dances and shit? It's nuts.
Oh my God. Because of her, I got into pole dancing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We should all be so lucky.
We should all be so lucky to be blessed and influenced by the FKA Twigs.
By Fucka Twigs herself, Twigs. Man.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to say Fucka Twigs from now on. Fucka Twigs!
It's a good one. I love Fucka Twigs.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? This episode's not about Fucka Twigs. This episode is about you.
She's just she gets worked in there somehow.
Oh, she gets her work in plenty. Robert Pattinson.
I was just gonna say R-Pat.
Oh my God, R-Pats. Oh my God, his performance in The Batman: Crimes Against Humanity. We were not allowed to do that ever again. Ugh.
It was something, all right.
No,
it was something.
No, it wasn't. Stop being
it was something. No, I didn't say a good something. I said it was something.
I thought you're like being an R-Pats apologist here on my show. Like,
I enjoyed the film as a whole, but I wouldn't say that it was revolutionary in any of the performances.
No, it was a whole. Like H-O-L-E. It was a whole.
I'm of the persuasion, like with films, especially because I make them, I have like a hard time like hating anything. So I'm very much okay with letting myself enjoy a bad movie.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God. Why did I get a bleeding heart here on my show? You're kidding? Bleeding heart and a bleeding asshole, huh?
I think we're very in a space in culture, especially with film, now that everybody has a Letterboxd account. It's like everything either has to be incredible or it's the worst piece of shit you've ever seen. Like some things are just mid, guys. Like it's okay. Mm-hmm. Things are like, just kind of
things can be mediocre. Let it be mediocre.
It could just be kind of a whatever.
Just
you know. We saw Sandra Bullock in The Lost City. It wasn't anything crazy. Okay.
I'm a Sandra Bullock apologist. I'm sorry.
Oh, so am I. So am I. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying it was mid. I loved every frame. I loved every frame of that terrible movie.
Oh my God.
Okay? You see what I'm saying?
The Leo energy just truly radiates from Sandy B. Oh my God.
I love her.
She can do no wrong. Oh my God. And Canadian representation. Like we need more.
Is she Canadian?
Yeah. She's from here. I know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's working illegally in the States. At least I've heard. Sorry, ICE. No, I didn't say anything.
Whoops.
No.
Whoops.
Whoopsies.
Anyways,
Chapel. Let's talk about you.
Okay.
Let's talk about everything. Like, were you like your English teacher's favorite student or were you straight?
So, neither.
You're gay and dumb.
Yeah. No. Okay. So I would say specifically English teachers probably they tolerated me the most. I don't think I was anyone's favorite student. I think I was their most fun student, but like my dad will tell anyone who will listen about all the teachers would always say, smartest kid in the class, you'd think he'd show up or do his homework. I never did either. I was never there.
No.
Okay. So no, I ditched a lot. But it was just because like I was like going home at 16 and like recording an album and like watching the Golden Girls.
Look at you, girl boss. Excuse the fuck out of me.
I mean, I graduated high school because I cried to one of my teachers and made up a story that my mother was sick. I'm going to hell for that one.
I want to hear the story. Tell me everything.
I had this incredible Spanish teacher. Her name was Senora Grant. I'm so sorry, Senora Grant. She was beautiful. She was like so fucking glamorous and just like really cool and just like the sweetest woman.
Very,
very,
very caliente.
And but so lovely. And I just like wasn't going to class. It was first period. I was staying at home. Cause I lived walking distance from school.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just like would show up whenever I felt like it. And by walking distance, I mean a 2-minute walk.
Oh, wow. So school's your next door neighbor.
Like 2 blocks. Yeah. I didn't go enough. And it was like my last semester of senior year. And I was flunking that class. And I cried in her classroom one day and told her that like I was going through a lot and my mom was sick. And she just was like, okay, here's this giant project that you didn't turn in 3 months ago. Turn it in next week and I'll give you full credit. And she did and bumped me up like 2 letter grades just because like I cried.
Oh,
and she was a nice
God.
lady. And I graduated because of that. And then I had a science teacher who I was failing 2 classes, but I could only fail 1 if I wanted to graduate. So then at graduation, I walked past my science teacher, which was the other class that I was failing. And he goes, Tim, I saw that your Senor Grant bumped you up to a C. I guess I bumped you up to a D for nothing. He like also bumped me up without me asking because he just liked me. So I was like, thank you for your service. Yeah.
Real subtle. He just wanted to give you the D, huh?
D for diploma kids. He was a very good looking young man. He was the one that all the girls like wanted him for sure. 'Cause he was like in his 30s. He was a hot surfer. Ooh. Yeah, he was a cool guy.
That's a very Pretty Little Liars kind of situation you got going on.
Very that, actually.
Very that?
Very that.
Well, did you have any strong gay feelings in school for like whether it be a staff or another classmate?
Oh yeah, so I came out when I was 13.
Okay.
And
good for you. Love that.
Thank you. I don't in hindsight. It's because
girl, I came out at 21. It's okay.
Yeah. Like I was like kind of like the only out gay person, and I lived in like a pretty conservative area,
like a Bible belty.
And I was in high school in like 2009 to 2013, which was like the peak of that's gay and faggot being the thing that everyone said in casual conversation.
Oh my god, that's so gay.
It was very memories. That time.
Yeah.
And so I was like almost infamous in my high school, like in a bad way, for being the one gay person. So it was bad. So school was like truthfully the root of my trauma. I transferred out of Catholic school to public school in 2nd grade, got to school, and my first week was told I was gay when I didn't even know what that was by a 5th grader.
Oh.
And I was like,
so you got outed by someone else.
Well, and I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. And then I went home and I told my mom and I was like, is that bad? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, all right. But I didn't think I was until I was 13 and realized I had a crush on a dude. And I was like, oh, all right. And then that was about it. I didn't have like a big, like,
you didn't get your gay card in the mail. You didn't get like your party or anything.
No, it wasn't like I knew. I know so many people like, I knew since I was 4, but I just like denied it. I didn't. I realized afterward that
you were genuinely ignorant about your sexual orientation.
Yes. And I realized later, oh, that's why I thought of that boy differently. Like I know now that that's what it was, but at the time I didn't know. And so, yeah, kind of a not as common scenario just based on my friends that I've talked to who were gay. Anyway, that's a long-winded way of saying there was one other gay guy that came to my high school when I was like a sophomore or a junior. And I had a long-standing on and off kind of bit with him. I think we dated for maybe a total of 4 weeks in a 3-year period.
Oh, that's like 10 years in gay time.
Yeah, especially when you're like 17. And I thought I fucking had seen it all with real heartbreak. And like, I thought I knew everything.
At 17 and 4 weeks, we've experienced the entire spectrum of the human experience.
I was like, this is the love of my life at 17.
I'm going to die with him. Oh
yes,
my God.
Who now is a beautiful trans woman. So great for her.
Good for her.
And we're cool. Like we don't
You're tight.
hang out.
Oh, I love that.
We like text sometimes and stuff. I still see her on the Instagrams. So.
I love that.
How about that? Infinite life some shit.
Yeah. Wow. And also like very lucky that you got a mom that was so chill about a gay kid, especially in the Bible Belt.
Yeah. My dad too.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I think my dad, it was just like, it was more of an adjustment, but it was never a question of whether or not he supported me. It was just, okay, I'm having to accept that my vision for where my child's life was going to go is not that. So it was just kind of you know what I'm saying? But like,
right. Well, I guess like nowadays, like every parent doesn't really expect, a gay kid because I don't know, boomers and Gen X or whatever, they're expecting straight, and then you have your vision of a kid and whatever and all that. And then when you come out as gay and then the parents like, oh, now what? So it's like up to them to be like, am I going to be cool with this? Am I going to be homophobic? What you get, what you get, but also like chill the fuck out. Everybody can be gay. Everyone's gay in 2023. Like, let's I assume that everyone is gay until proven straight. That's how I
mean, hey, listen, everybody's a little gay, right?
Everyone's a little bit gay. I'll go up to a guy and like, do you want a little gay inside of you tonight?
Oh, no. And yeah, so, but, and again, it was never him not supporting me. It was just different for him. But then he put on Google alerts for Lady Gaga. Now he watches Real Housewives with me. So how about that?
Who's your favorite housewife?
Kyle Richards.
Kyle?
It's a controversial choice, but I stand by it.
I mean, hey, you gotta be an apologist to one housewife.
And that's, let me say though, I'm biased because I've like spent time with her. So I kind of have to pick her as my favorite. But if we're talking about like performance wise, probably it's like a toss up between Bethany and Nene.
Oh, I'm team Nene all the way. Nene or Lisa Rinna.
Oh, I love Rinna. She's messy.
Oh my God. Yes. No, but I think Nene being like the most iconic, gifable housewife.
Oh yeah.
I said what I said.
And then Bethany is like a confessional assassin.
Oh my God. Yes. I love it. I wish there were more housewife franchises. There was one here in Toronto, but like nobody watched it. And also it was pretty boring because there's nothing here. I know. Can you imagine all the tea and all like the drama here in Toronto? Because when you think drama, you think Toronto.
Right. Right. Totally. It's the first place I'm thinking of for my new reality show.
Not like Orange County or Beverly Hills or Potomac. Because Potomac is the hive of like all the tea and the gossip, right?
I mean, they're messy on that show though. Damn. I don't watch them all, but I've dabbled in most. I've seen all of Beverly Hills. I've seen all of New York. I've seen most of Atlanta, and I've seen all of Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is the appeal with Real Housewives and gays?
That's so funny because it's kind of shifted over the past few years. Okay, this is going to sound like the most annoying white fag thing you've ever heard anyone say, so I apologize.
Be a fag. Do it. Don't apologize.
I've been a little ahead of the curve on queer entertainment to the point that by the time I feel like all my friends are catching up on something, I've moved on. So I was like obsessed with RuPaul's Drag Race and like season 4, 5, 6, like, and then I just was like, I got bored after the Trixie and Katya's first year and then was like, I'm done. And then now everyone's talking about it, but then now I see the Drag Race gays starting to migrate over to the Housewives, and I'm like, you guys, I've been telling you to watch this shit for years, and you thought I was annoying.
Oh, so you're a tastemaker, huh?
And I hate it. It's my cross to bear in life, okay?
It's your burden,
No, but I'm just, I'm a little ahead of annoying basic people. I don't claim to be like a real groundbreaker on it. I'm just ahead of the real bland ones.
For those of you that can't see this right now, I'm tipping my glasses and be like, gays watching Drag Race, groundbreaking.
Right, exactly. So
giving you Miranda Priestley.
But so I don't know what it is about gay people on Housewives. I think they just stand funny, like hot women who just like don't fuck around. Yeah.
I think we want to emulate that secretly. That's why we love Miranda Priestley. We love the Housewives,
You know how many gay people wish that they would cast like a Real House Gays or something of Palm Springs or whatever? Like, please.
Like Fire Island Pines or whatever.
I know. See, I'm not built for it though. Like, I have the wits for it, but I would just feel bad.
What do you mean?
Being mean to people and like all those shit that they get into, I would just be like, I'm gonna stand in the corner.
Actually, you know what? I get you. I'm not exactly intentionally mean, but I do feed off dramatic energy, and I just like sit by the sidelines eating my popcorn. Like I want you to attack go on the attack now. Let's start like a pool. Like, all right, who's gonna get who? I don't
want the level of scrutiny that they're just I'm on Twitter. Housewives Twitter is a dark place. I am like risking my life every day logging on and saying that I like Kyle Richards. Okay. Like they're so all have their minds made up about everybody, and the ones that they hate can never do anything right, and they just despise them. And it's like, yeah, I don't hate anyone on a reality show.
Yeah, because it's all fabricated. Like, yeah, come on, it's all produced.
Everybody serves a purpose. If you hate them that much, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it's just like it takes a specific kind of mentality to think that that's real.
I know.
I mean, reality TV is not reality because it's on TV. No. Otherwise it'd be so fucking boring. Like me watching her brush her goddamn fake ass teeth. Like,
yeah, I'm
good. You know what? I might watch that.
I mean,
given the trash I already consume.
You're like, on second thought. I love that you asked me about my experiences of being gay in high school, and we started talking about Kyle Richards.
I mean,
like, what the fuck?
That's the natural flow of things, right? Okay, fine. All right, let's get back to you, I guess.
No, I'm just saying it was a fun journey.
Then let's take a U-turn and go back to where you are as a gay kid. You said you came out at 13. What does that mean, like coming out? Because coming out means differently for every single gay person I've spoken to.
So that was an interesting experience. So I realized that I liked a dude. I did the typical pipeline of telling everybody I was bi first to like try to soften the blow. And then within like a couple months, we just pretended like that part didn't happen. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gay. So I had a friend who was out gay and platonic. I think he was very threatened by me. He wanted to be the Regina George of the school.
Ew.
And didn't like to when gays think they're Regina George, but they're just George. You know what I mean?
Just
yeah.
George, yeah.
Yeah. So, but he had a real mean streak. I hope he's healed and is well. We were 13, so I'm willing to let it go, and I haven't seen him since. But
fair.
So I had come out to him and told him that I liked this boy who was not gay. One of two heterosexual people I've ever had a crush on in my life. I'm not into the straights. And
that's a slur here on the show. Sorry, hetero. Am I saying that right, people? Hetero.
But so, and he told everybody at the school like the next day, which
he
is
outed
really
you?
shitty. Yeah, and told everybody the boy that I liked.
Oh my god!
And then I just was like, well, fuck this. And I came out like a bat out of hell, and I like wore lipstick to school for like a week. I was just trying everything.
I love that.
Okay.
Crack whore red.
Really?
47.
No, it was like more of like a purple. I was doing the Lady Gaga, the paparazzi video, and she painted those little baby doll lips.
Like while she poisons her husband. Yeah.
I just killed my boyfriend. Yeah.
Cute.
Interesting thinking back about that. Like I had a PE teacher who was like, take the lipstick off, like in front of everybody. I'm like, I could have sued the fuck out of him for that.
Yeah.
And didn't know.
What's his deal?
Yeah, it was 2008. And so, yeah, that was kind of and then I told my parents a few weeks later, and it was just kind of all right, this is it. And then that was it.
So, very anticlimactic.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of a disaster, but as far as like me accepting it within myself was just kind of like, all right, moving on.
Yeah. I like that. You know what? I kind of like that. Like, I would rather coming out from here on out is just be as boring as like Pass the Salt. That's so like if and when I ever have kids and they tell me, Dad, I'm gay or trans or whatever, I'd be like, great, can you please take out the garbage like I asked you 2 hours ago? I want it to be so mundane and boring. That's exactly what happens to me.
Amazing. You're still not doing shit around the house, so Can you identify as helpful, please, first, and then we can have that conversation?
Your pronouns can be mop and broom. How about that? Please.
Mess.
Oh, your pronouns can be anything as long as you fucking clean up your room. Jesus Christ. No, and like that, like I wish for that. Like I had a very mundane coming out too, where I came out on my 21st birthday because my parents had to be nice to me. And like, you can't be mean. It's my birthday. And then when I told them, I was like sobbing and crying. They're like, thanks for telling us, but can you come upstairs? The pizza's getting cold. And I'm like, oh, where's my drama? I wanted the drama. I wanted to be the villain. Give me something.
That's so funny.
It was, yeah, in hindsight, it's funny. And like back then I was like, oh, okay, it wasn't such a big deal.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, I wanted more. Give me my Oscar moment. Give me that.
Can you at least gasp or something?
Yeah. Like, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to redo my coming out on my birthday to ask my parents, can you please make a big deal out of it?
That is an incredible idea. Film
Yes. Yeah, I will. Oh my God. You'll be the first one to get it. And then
Great.
They're so audibly like, oh my God. I'll give my mom like a set of pearls to clutch.
And if they don't do a good enough job on the gasp, just like dub it with a sound effect from online.
Yeah. And then something in like a Spanish telenovela. Ay, Dios mío.
And
the
it
lips
just like
don't
doesn't
sync.
match their lips. Exactly. That's the most important part. Lips do not match up.
Gasps in Spanish.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Yes.
Hey, you sick motherfuckers! I've got a special treat for you. Need a new toy to spice up your sex life? Head over to loveshop.ca/sexedwithtim and get yourself a cock ring, a dildo, a vibrator, or even a life-sized sex doll. Damn, I guess love really does come in all shapes and sizes. Get 15% off your entire order when you use code SEXEDWITHTIM at checkout. They're shipping to all of Canada and the United States because North America is horny. That's loveshop.ca/sexedwithtim and use code SEXEDWITHTIM for 15% off your entire purchase. Happy orgasm! Do you like feeling sexy and looking sexy? Of course you do. Only my listeners are sexy as fuck. I have partnered with fetishwear designer Dale Kuda to bring you the hottest deals on custom jock straps, harnesses, hats, and more. Head over to dalekuda.com, that's DALEKUDA.com, and use code SEXEDWITHTIM at checkout for 25% off the entire store. Yeah, you heard me. 25% off. And cherry on top, free shipping. Oh my God. I have a few of the stuff that he has made for me, and girl, I'm wearing it right now. I'm wearing like a little jock strap so that I could easily just like slip a little butt plug or dildo every now and then here and there, and I'm on the train. I'm just like, thank you, Dale. That's dalekuda.com with the code SEXEDWITHTIM for 25% off your entire purchase with free shipping. With a deal like that, I swear I could come buckets, honey.
The show is about to begin.
Yes.
So yeah, I wish coming out was like that. But when you're finally settled into your gayness, you're like, you know, feeling your gay as you're dating now, what was like the dating scene like for you?
There wasn't one.
There wasn't one?
No.
In rural Bible Belt?
I've had 2 boyfriends in my life. Okay.
Oh, same.
And, love it.
Boyfriend? I don't know. That's subjective.
I've had 2 where it was like, no, we're boyfriends. Like we said.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair. I've had
and
1,000.
One was, okay, I haven't had all of those, but I've had, and the other one was 4 years. So it was like a long time.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
But, yeah, so, not much. I mean, it was after that one person through high school, there was really nothing for a long time. And then I met my kind of first real love boyfriend when I was 19. And then we were together with a little break in there for like 4 years. And then that was kind of my defining like relationship of my life.
Oh.
So that's what my records are about, is that one.
Yeah, everybody's stream Confessions of a Dramatic 20-something
20-something drama queen. Yeah.
Wherever you get your music.
That one, it's young adult is the second record is the one that's like really about him. But 20-something drama queen, there's really only one song. The rest is about someone else. So that's.
Do you want to talk about it?
We can, sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
I had a. Oh fuck! I hope he doesn't listen to this. We don't really talk anymore, so whatever.
Right,
Hi.
whatever. We don't talk anymore.
But yeah, I had a friend who I wanted to be more than friendly with.
Cute.
And we. Well, I didn't want to be in a relationship with him because I knew people would always ask me, when are you guys going to date? It's so obvious you have chemistry. And I'm like, I know that part, but I'd kill him. He's not emotionally mature enough for me. So I just think we should be friends who do other fun things sometimes. And that's it.
Friends with benefits type of situation.
Kind of, yeah. And we towed the line for a while. And then it just kind of came to a point where something got kind of awkward, and then we just like haven't really talked since. So if you're listening, hey, I still have the same number. It's fine. We can move on. I'm not mad.
Okay, so there's no bad blood between you.
There might be on his end. I don't know.
Oh shit. Ooh.
So if you want the real story, I don't think he'll listen to this. So I'll say it. He was supposed to play a part in my film that we shot last year, and we were supposed to have a certain dynamic in said film, and we did like a little rehearsal thing, and I think it kind of freaked him out because I think that he thought that I thought us doing the movie and pretending to be
was
together
a way to like get,
and it really wasn't. He just was perfect for the part.
Right.
And listen, have you ever kissed someone on camera without practicing it first? You shouldn't.
It's weird. It's weird.
Really fucking weird. So we practice it, and I think it just kind of freaked him out. I think he probably had some friends try to tell him that I was like
coming on.
He's a little younger than me, so I was like, "You're probably dumbass friends were probably like thinking that I'm trying to like get you to fall in love with me." It's like, no, I just really want to make a good movie, and we have like visible chemistry.
Yeah.
That I know will read. So I wanted him to do it, and then he had to tell me that he didn't feel like
he freaked out and then just like dipped.
Like 3 days before we were supposed to roll camera. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so shitty.
Listen, yeah, you know what? It wasn't great. We figured it out. Luckily, my friend Emma knows every fucking actor in San Diego. So we got a wonderful, wonderful guy to come in and do it. And he fucking crushed it. So it's fine. But yeah, and we kind of haven't really talked since. I've tried to reach out and be like, hey, everything's fine, and haven't really heard anything. So I just gave up. So there's some stuff on my upcoming record that's out like late this year. That's like a little about that. But they're nice songs. It's like it's a, hey, I get it that you were going through some shit. Like, even if we don't talk again, it's okay.
So you're not a vindictive gay. You're just like...
No. I don't like that.
That's the thing with a lot of gay men. They hold on to like a lot of anger and resentment and projecting things. And it's just like, that's not cute. That's not cute.
I don't like all of that. Like, if I saw him tomorrow, I'd be like, what's up, fucker? Like, it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, how you doing, faggot?
Yeah. Maybe not that, but yeah. Yeah. So, you know, that's kind of that. I have not told that story. I can't believe I just said that on mic, but whatever. It is what it is.
For sharing. No, it's fine.
It's fine.
He's probably not going to hear us. And
if he listens to this, I'm sorry. I'm not mad, and it's okay. And yeah. So there's like a little bit about that on like the record. Only a little bit. That one's super fun. It's like not depressing, which is a turn for me.
Are you normally making depressed music?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, to be fair, before this interview, I did do some shrooms to your Drama Queen album. And
that's the first time I've heard that.
And Glass House made me feel like colors. Yeah. So
I love that. That's fucking cool. That is a fun song. I love that record.
It's a great track, and it's great for doing drugs with. That should be your new title of your album.
Great for
Songs to
doing
do
drugs with.
Yeah, right?
I have the new one title, but I will back pocket that for album after that.
Thank you. Give me a little bit of songwriting credit.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
You keep all the royalties. I just want the name and the fame.
Yeah. So anyway, but relationship wise, I mean, really, there's just the one that was kind of like the career definer of them thus far is that. Not the friend, but the one that I was actually with for a long time.
Right. Because it shaped you so much as a person.
Yeah. I mean, I had pictured myself. I'm really just fucking bearing it all here. I had never pictured myself as a parent until I was with him.
Wow.
And and I had never thought about how I was like going to ask someone to marry me until I was with him. And yeah, just kind of, I really pictured the whole adult thing. Like I was ready to do that. So, and it really kind of pulled that out of me. So he's a great guy. We haven't talked in a long time, but it wasn't like a dramatic, someone cheated or blah, blowout fight. Yeah. It was just a kind of
misunderstanding a little.
Fuck, this isn't working. Yeah. And it's sad, it was one of those where it's like an amicable, which really kind of makes it worse because it was like, I'm not mad at you, which helps when you're sad about something. Cause it's like, at least if I can be pissed at you, it's a little easier to move on. But when there's nothing to be mad about, it's like, well, fuck me. I just have to sit here and be sad.
Be sad about it and just feel your Lana Del Rey fantasy.
And that's why the records are depressing. So, yeah.
The titles are not as depressing, not like Born to Die,
No, I try to be light with all the next record's a little more complicated of a title, but
okay.
Yeah.
Like a Lord kind of situation.
It's a little more, yeah. And the sound is a lot more like 80s, like dark kind of pop stuff, which is really fun. I haven't done
cute.
that I've trickled into it a little before, but I've never taken the swing. So I feel like I'm taking the swing now, which is cool. I'm actually doing this. It's funny because this is technically my fourth album, but it feels like my first because it feels so.
It's like a child.
Yeah, it's it just feels the most me out of any of them, and it feels like I'm doing something that's really new and different for the first time, whereas the first few kind of feel like they could go together. This one is no, it's a whole other plane.
Right, yeah.
If that makes sense?
No, so, it stands on its own as well as you together with your collection.
Yeah, it's like a real grown-up record this time.
Ooh, can't wait.
Yeah, it's
Can you
gonna
spill
be
any
cool.
tea about that though? Or is that still on the download?
About it? It's not gonna come until after my film comes out.
Okay.
Because I want to give the movie its own moment. And that is we've had a fucking nutso week with that. So I don't sleep. So basically we did this film. We shot it last year. It's called Mystery Solved. And if you want, I can send you the screener link if you would like to see it. It's not a short film. Whenever I say I made a movie, people are like, oh, like a short? No, bitch, it's 1 hour and 34 minutes. Thank you.
It's a film.
It's a feature length, as we call it. And it's a horror comedy, and it's really gay, and it's really funny. And it's like
yummy.
a slasher. So basically, I play a little dweeb. My best friend, her family, has purchased this house where in this small town that we live in 20 years ago, this man very infamously murdered a shit ton of people in that house.
Oh, that's sexy.
And then fell off the face of the earth. He just disappeared. They never caught him.
I love that.
And so the house is kind of infamous. It's the town that has that house on the hill, like that. And, and so it's the 20th anniversary weekend of the murders, and every year the town does kids are pulling pranks, doing crazy shit. It's like Halloween for their town. And my best friend, decides to throw a murder mystery party based on the murders in the house where they happened. And so during that party, the missing murderer
shows up
and doesn't like that we're in his house. So people start
Yummy.
It's really fun. It's really funny. It's so gay.
Campy. I love
my
it.
friends Kyle and Eric. They're a couple. They've been together for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years or something like that. And
Ancient.
I utilized them to the fullest because they're so fucking funny. Two of the funniest people I know. And every time they're on screen together, their like tongues are in each other's mouth.
Wow.
It's very just like, I'm like behind the camera going, more tongue. I want you to lick each other's tongues, okay?
Like literally
more tongue.
salivate on your eyebrows. Like,
well, they've been together so long that they just were able to just go for it. So I'm like, this is what I wanted. Thank you very much. But it's got a lot of heart, and it's got, I'm really proud of the cast because it's a fucking killer ensemble, and everybody in it is so funny. And so anyway, we just got accepted into our first film festival yesterday.
okay, work.
So I'm really excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a horror festival called Scum Dance, which is the funniest fucking title I've ever heard for a festival instead of Sundance.
I love it.
So I'm really and they left me the most glowing review. It like made me cry. And then we just booked a theater, like an actual movie theater, for our premiere here in San Diego in September. And that goes on sale tomorrow morning. And we're like shitting because it's like we did like a little early bird sale and it's like already almost sold out. So I'm like kind of losing my mind that like that many people are paying to like come watch it. And
damn, girl, look at you.
It's crazy. And I wrote it, directed it, edited it, scored the music, acted in it. I mean, like everything that's not playing a physical other being, I did it.
It's giving me that like picture of like Marc Jacobs by Marc Jacobs presented by Marc Jacobs.
There's like a meme where it's like a Comic-Con or something, and it's like actor, director, writer, and they like have on the table like their card of all of, and it's like the list of everything, and it's one person, and everyone every time it comes up, someone in that movie sends it to me and is like, you with mystery solved. I'm like, I know. I wish I didn't have to do all of that. It's just because I can't afford it to have other people do it. So it's like, well, fuck it. All right, I'll do it myself.
I'll take it. Hey, you know what? Always leave it to a gay to get shit done.
I mean, and yeah, so I will definitely send you that when we're done. Just promise, please don't leak it. But so that
no, I'm going to leak it to everyone here in North America.
Good. So that is going to come out in. I mean, you've wanted tea. That comes out in October. I haven't said that yet.
Love it.
That comes out in October.
Love it.
And then a record, I think, will be in November. Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yes, work. I love that. So everybody keep an eye out for all that. And I will put that all in the show notes.
It's going to be a shit show.
Well-deserved shit show. So this is a sex ed podcast, and I want to talk about sex.
Sure.
How was that for you? The first time you had gay sex?
Oh, the first time?
Yeah.
Is it good for anyone?
I mean, you know what? I
was young, and it was just whatever, you know? It was like kind of all right, check that box, done.
No, but like, did you know what you were doing? Like, how was your sex education like growing up? And like, you know, where do things go? What's that called?
I mean, I knew what went where.
Okay, good. You had the instruction manual with you?
I knew to be safe.
Good for you. I don't.
Good. Love it. Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was ready at the time that I did do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wouldn't say that I started. Mom, don't listen to this. I wouldn't say that it's fine. I've told her worse. I wouldn't say that I started thoroughly enjoying it until I was in a long relationship with someone who I was very, very comfortable with.
I think that's the case for a lot of gays, that it's like your first gay sex is like with someone that like, you know, intimately, or maybe I could just be like, you know, coming up with shit out my ass as one does. But like, you know, that's adorable that you got comfortable with sex with someone that you were already emotionally comfortable with.
Yeah, I did it like for the first time when I was younger. I was like, I think 17. We only did it that like once or twice, I think. And then I just didn't for a long time until I was in a long relationship. Well, it wasn't that we waited 8 years till after we were together, but you get what I'm saying. It was I was in a long relationship with someone, that was when that was like when I actually started having experience with it.
No, I get it. I first had sex with my boyfriend, and like my first serious boyfriend, and I totally understand. That's cute. Yeah. Embrace it. What's sex like for you now?
It's not happening. I'm too busy.
For business.
I haven't.
True.
No, let me tell you something, dude. I went on I think I've been single for almost 3 years, 2.5 to 3. I think I've been on 1 or 2 dates max since my relationship ended. I'm just busy.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's busy.
I've
busy, booked and blessed.
I've had people that I've lightly casually seen, I guess. But like a first date,
rare.
I think I've maybe had 1 or 2 and they were both bad. So I had one where it was like clear very quickly into the date and we overcommitted to like go out somewhere.
Okay.
It was clear very quickly it wasn't going to go anywhere. But the good news was it wasn't awkward. He was nice. So it was like we just had to find time for the rest of the evening. And then it was.
But you could tell like the chemistry was not there.
No. And it was like, nice to meet you. Bye at the end. Like it was fine. I wish him well. I think I follow him on Instagram. I don't know. But and then I had another one where I was quite enjoying myself. And I did have another guy that I kind of dated. The closest I've had to like dating someone, actually, I forgot about him, where we were seeing each other a bit and he wanted to jump into some stuff a little quickly I'm okay with, we don't have to have 17 dates before we start to go there, but it was like,
wow.
No, I know. No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can be quick, but it was like, he wanted to reach another level on a time where it was very spontaneous and I was just like, maybe next time where like we're going to be doing that because I don't know how to put this. He wanted to be the receiver and we had sorry, I have like young girls who listen to my shit, so I'm like trying to be careful, but God. They'll skip this one. We had just eaten heavy Mexican food, like I think 30 minutes prior to that. Maybe an hour.
Oh my
hour and a half.
God.
So he wanted to and was like, let's do that. And I said, shouldn't we maybe wait till next time when we're in a better scenario? And he was like pissed that I was like, dude, that is a can of worms that I'm not looking to open tonight, my friend.
Can of worms, the imagery.
And but you get what I'm saying. This is a slippery slope, buddy, and I don't want to go down it.
God.
And he was mad that I didn't want to, and then he like ghosted me for that.
Oh my God, he's so stupid. Do you not know what Mexican food does?
I'm trying to save you from setting yourself up, my friend, and you're ghosting me. So I was like, all right, bye. That was weird.
Fucking God. He ghosted you because you didn't want to top him on a full stomach of fucking Mexican food.
Burritos and tacos, yeah.
Oh, I mean, delicious as that is not bottom diet. Like, holy fuck.
You pick your night, my friend. Like, if you wanted to do that, we prep or do that first and then go get the food.
Yeah. Have sex first, then eat after.
So, so that was the only person that I was like kind of approaching that territory with. And then I went on the most hilarious date with someone. This was like last year where he came over to my house and we like watched a movie. We went in the hot tub and then we came back and we're like sitting in my bed. We had changed out of these wet shorts and like we're sitting in my bed and he like wasn't coming near me, but I thought the date was going well. And I was like, oh, are you like a cuddle hater? This is someone we had matched on 2 apps.
A cuddle hater?
2.
Okay.
2.
Wow.
I was trying to casually be like, why the fuck are you like on the other side of this bed from me? Right. Yeah. So I said, are you a cuddle hater or what? And he was like, oh, no, I'm actually just looking for musician friends. And I'm like, you chose 2 hours into this date to tell me that. And then it was so funny. It was hysterical. And then so he,
I was like, I just want to network.
All right. Or I don't even want to like cuddle.
Yeah.
I just want to network. I wasn't trying to do all of that. I just was like, maybe we could like put an arm around or nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Nothing.
And so he, and he was like, oh, am I like not invited over anymore? And I'm like, you know what, dude? Don't make me feel like a bitch for like being like, okay, bye. So I was like, no, it's fine. So then I was like, all right, sometimes I'm too nice. And I was like, we could still be friends. It's whatever. And then he sees me like a week later at like an open mic and then introduces me to his friend. He was like, I'm not looking to be with anybody right now. I'm just looking for music friends. I don't have the space to like date anybody. And I'm like, you could have told me that before we matched on 2 apps, but whatever. So then a week later, I see him at an open mic and he introduces me to his friend and then texts me after that and was like, hey, we're going to the beach tomorrow. We both think you're really cool. You should come. By the way, I know this sounds crazy, but he's a potential love interest of mine. And he had left his swimsuit at my house and I was just wrote back and was like, yeah, your shit's on my porch. I'm not fucking coming.
Wow.
If you weren't, listen, everybody's not always interested in everybody. Like sometimes
That's
you're just
fine,
not vibing
yeah.
and that's fine. But like, I just don't believe in wasting other people's time. So I will politely tell you you're cool, but I don't think this is going to go anywhere. I don't get why people can't.
Yeah, like just come out with that outright, like from the get-go. Don't waste anyone's time.
It's like I'll
That's
be
so
bummed,
stupid.
but I'm not going to be mad at you for respecting my time.
Yeah, like I would rather like some guy tell me, hey, not feeling it. I think this is the end of it. I'm like, perfect. Rather than you like ghosting and just like leaving me hanging.
I don't believe in ghosting. I'm sorry. I think it's so corny.
It's
like, what's the reason?
Yeah. You know what? Okay. That's a bit of a hypocrite statement for me to say because I have ghosted, but I have ghosted only out of fear of like, and like worrying about my safety because I got some really creepy vibes from a guy. And that's the only reason I ghosted him. Right. But
that's
like,
allowed.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me be toxic. Objection, hearsay.
Yep.
I'll allow it. But yeah, like, besides like for the worry of your safety, I think ghosting is so corny and just like it's cowardly and it's just like it's not cute. Like why don't you just say, hey, not feeling it, bye. It doesn't even have to be like a long message of like apologies or whatever. Just like, hey, I don't see this going anywhere. Have a good day and be on your merry fucking way. Why can't it be that easy? Especially with the gays. We can't do it. We can't vocalize our fucking feelings.
It's like, I don't know. If it was because I was in a long relationship and like I've gone to therapy. So like I can
therapy.
Say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. But it's insane that that's just so uncommon. I just thought of another funny date disaster story where
please tell.
We were walking up on this hill at night over the city that had this like beautiful panoramic view. And he like went and sat down on this bench and I came and sat down next to him. I like walked up and sat down next to him. And as soon as I sat down, he got up.
Why?
And like just walked away. It was like that was how I'm telling you, the way gay people swerve is so stupid. It's like, I wasn't trying to like touch him or anything. I literally just sat on the other seat, the other side of the bench, and he was like, zoop, gone. I was like it was the Roadrunner dust cloud. As soon as I sat down,
he ran.
Yeah.
Just like the visual representation of no homo, bro.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I find gay people are really put off by me because I'm not, the thing that sucks, I always say, is that guys that I like don't like guys like me. I like bottoms because I'm a top, but bottoms want like a fucking 6'4" DL straight dude with no personality. And it's like, I've tangoed with people who have the model bodies and listen, I've never once had an engaging conversation. Not once. It's like, yeah, I'm sure you guys, you're very loved you, but like, I just don't. I find gay people are often put off by
femininity,
and personality. Femininity, sure, but it's just I'm not gonna fucking sit here and talk like this all night and just not say anything. Like I'm funny. That's part of what the charm of being around me is. I'm gonna make you laugh, and we're going to have a good time. And I don't know. I would rather have somebody that I can talk to about anything than someone with a six pack that's going to be gone in 20 years.
I can attest to that because I have fucked models, athletes, all the quote unquote hot guys. And comparably, when we're talking about sex, oh my God, they suck. Like,
they didn't have to work for it. They didn't have to work to build personality to get people in the bag. Okay.
Oh shit. Like, okay. The exception to a hot guy that can fuck well are the porn stars that I've hooked up with. That's it.
Oh, there you go. But I would imagine that would be the case.
Right. But because that's their job. But like, if you're just some genuine or not genuine, just like some generally good looking dude that I see at the gym or whatever, the sex with you is just so bad for some reason. It's like, put in some effort. Like, I don't know, fucking like touch me and hug me and say something. I once had a guy that I was in bed with and he was like ninja quiet. Like I forgot he was even there. Like, am I still writing something? Like,
yikes.
And then turns out he fell asleep.
Oh no.
Yeah. He P&P'd in the dark while I was riding him. I did not see. Yeah. Party and play?
What?
Like, he did drugs, he shot up.
Oh.
Yeah. So he knocked the fuck out while we were having sex. And yeah.
Oh no.
So I'm like, did you just
I am so sorry. That's terrible.
I have all the stories, babe, but like, did you just make me rape you? Like, I don't know what the hell just happened here.
Oh my.
Yeah. I mean, it was a miracle that he was still hard while he was high off like a fucking kite, but like, goddamn. Like,
wow.
Work. Jesus. Yeah.
Oh no.
It's trash.
That's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of the worst things about being gay. It's just like all the hot gays that
everyone sucks.
I know, right? I mean, I suck well, but like, and I got paid for it, you know, so
hey,
right, get that money, get the bag. But like, it's just one of the worst things about being gay is like, I guess like the drug problem, the weird like entitlement that hot gays have or that they believe that they have. And it's just like, it's so exhausting, and their projection of like their insecurities, like, no fats, no femmes or whatever. Like, ugh.
I hate that. You know, it's so funny because my experience with gay people is shockingly kind of limited because I have gay friends, but I'm almost kind of sheltered when it comes to being gay because I don't know if it's because I came out so young. Being gay isn't like, for me, exciting anymore. It's not like
good. It's
I'm
boring.
Fresh out the closet. Like, it's just, I'm a boring gay. I don't go out to the club every weekend. Like, I haven't been to a gay club since like before COVID.
Okay, so, you're not missing out. You're not missing out. There's nothing.
Good to know. But like, so I don't really see the drugs of it all and the kind of, I don't expose myself to it enough to have a lot of experience with it. I'm just kind of like, this is, I guess, I'm just kind of boring.
I am kind of normal. Like, where is the pride representation for the gays who just stay at home and knit? I would like that.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm just fucking like out here making horror movies and shit. Like, this is what I'm doing on the weekend.
Sorry, when you say horror, I hear whore.
Sorry.
No, but like, that's
Slasher.
Just me.
Well, horror movies too, because we're all whores. Yeah. No. Like, yeah, like that's just kind of, that's what I'm up to. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I've never done poppers. Like
really?
That's your episode title. I've never done poppers with My Name is Chapel.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't plan on it. Anything that, I don't know if anyone's ever died from poppers, but anything that I've really only ever like smoked pot. Yeah. And then drank. I drink whiskey like a motherfucker. I can drink you under the table.
Wow, macho.
Jameson is my. There's a bottle of it right here.
Oh my God, you are a top.
It's almost gone.
Look at you.
But yeah, Jameson is like my.
Wow, remind me to douche when I'm in your neighborhood.
No, but I don't. I've never done anything that anybody's died from. Like, I don't do coke. I don't do ecstasy. I don't do any of that shit.
Yeah, none of that.
I'm good.
Tina's not in the house right now.
And even I mean, like, listen, I'm a pussy with weed. I've had like two experiences where I did too much, and like I think it's because I have like ADHD, so I'm the person where like I take Adderall and I'm functioning and normal, where other people take it to get high.
Weed's not gonna make that any better. You're gonna be paranoid.
No, and exactly. The first time I did weed, I did an edible alone at my friend's house while I was house sitting. I thought I was having a heart attack, and I called 911, and the fire department came. It was so fucking funny. It's so iconic in hindsight. God. My friend pulled up. I'm in the back of an ambulance like, hey, sorry. It was so funny. It was so funny. And even as these like hot firefighters are walking me into the back of the ambulance, I'm like high out of my mind and I'm fucking cracking jokes. Like I'm always doing stand up.
Okay.
It's so annoying. Or I always think I'm doing stand up. That's the worst part. I think I'm doing it.
You have your tight five right in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Yes, and
exactly. I'm fucking Whitney Cummings.
Oh my god! What do you even like emergency services do when someone's like high out of their mind and they call 911 by accident?
I will say they were very sweet and very helpful because I was like freaking out because the best way that I can describe it is my sense of touch was echoing. So if like you tapped me, I felt. So when I put my hand on my chest to feel my heartbeat, it felt like, right?
Because you got the reverb of your heartbeat.
Yes, I literally felt reverb. And so I thought my heart was going like nuts and then I was going to explode and I was going to die. And so I thought maybe it had been laced with something. I was like, I know no one's died from weed, but what if there's PCP in it? Like, so I basically was like, do you have something in your ambulance that can show me the number of my heart rate so that I will believe you when you tell me I'm fine?
Heart rate monitor?
And they were like, well, I was high. I didn't know how to ask for that. And they were like, yeah, sure. I was so high. I had a bag of Doritos, a pitcher of like Brita water and a cup. And I poured the water into the Dorito bag. That's how fucking high I was. Okay. Because I had cotton mouth, I poured it into the Doritos. God.
You had cotton mouth and you had the munchies, just like
I was dying. It was terrible. So they took me and they were really sweet and they were like, look, your insurance is not going to cover this and we're going to charge you $3,000 for this ambulance ride. You said you called your friend. Wait for her if you really want to go to the doctor. But here, we'll show you your heart rate because that's free. Okay. And so they stayed with me till my friend came and they were like, buddy, we're not taking you to the fucking hospital. You're fine. Like, go with your friend. And then my friend got me inside and was like, nope, you are not getting in my car. You're barefoot. You have to go back inside and go put your shoes on. And she like put me on the couch. And then I don't know if she hid my shoes or something, but she was smart because 10 minutes later I fell asleep. So it worked out. We didn't have to go to the hospital.
So note to self, never do weed ever again.
No. Nope. And I tried smoking it again years later, like a year ago, and I started to have panic again. And I coached myself through the fact that, bitch, you survived worse of this last time. Just go to sleep. And I finally just like passed out and had nutso dreams and then was like, yep, not doing that ever again. I'm good.
That sounds like a vacation for me. Oh my God. Truly, because when I'm not here on the show, I'm working for a bank. So like I'm working with numbers and shit. Yeah, I know, right? But hey, thank you for paying for my therapy.
Hey!
Right? So, like, okay, looking back at everything that we've talked about, your coming out, your music, your bad dates, holy hell, it's so
and
funny.
Bad edible experience.
Experience. Geez, can you like give me one great thing about being gay and one bad thing about? Let's start with the bad. What's the one thing you hate about
everything?
What's the one thing that you hate about being gay or just gay cultures? Like, what can we do better as gays? And then what's something that you like about it?
I think we touched on it a bit that like, I think gay people don't like to see other gay people win. I think it comes maybe from some collective trauma that we're just so shit on in society and we were growing up. It's a bit better now, but still we're not there. And I think everybody's just
very mean girlsy.
They're just so scared that there's not enough room for anybody else to be there with them. And so I try. I mean, I get intimidated by other gays. I'm not.
Yeah, but you're not going to put them down with this crowd mentality. Yeah.
But excuse me, sorry. But I had COVID last week. I'm still coughing it out.
Love it.
I know I dodged it for so long. But anyway, so I think we can afford to be kinder to each other. And I think society could afford to be kinder to us. I think that was, my life is a lot harder because I'm gay, and my youth was very hard, and it's a miracle to me that I don't know enough about suicidal ideation to really speak on it, but I feel like it's a miracle to me that I never had that because of how bad it was. And I think that, I don't know if that's something that you're just kind of born with or what, if it can be developed, but I never had that. And then looking back, it's kind of crazy to me that I didn't. I had a very interesting sense of self that even though it was like, I hated how, I guess the best way I could describe it was I was so hurt by how awful people were to me, but I didn't believe what they said about me. I knew that they were wrong for thinking that I was less for being gay. I knew I was fucking cooler than them.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Queen shit.
It was like, I'm doing my own thing and
Stay in your
I'm fucking
goddamn
15
Yeah.
and you're all sheep and suck my ass, basically. And I got really fucking mean. That's the thing that I guess that's the hardest part of being gay, is that I really, as an adult, mourn the person that my childhood self could have grown up to be without what people did to me because I was gay, or because they thought I was gay. And because I had to harden my shell fast early. And
it's resilient.
I unfortunately kind of became a little bit of the bully that I feared, because it was how I was surviving. I'm going to scare you before you can hurt me.
Oh, she really turned into Regina George.
A little bit, but I started going to therapy, so hopefully not anymore. But yeah, and so that's I guess the underbelly of it for me. But good things about being gay is, I mean,
we get a whole month.
Hey,
hi, gay. Have a
fucking love Meg Stalter. We are sashaying away with deals this month at the Butter Shop. At Cicely's Butter Shop.
Queer.
Yeah, the new one. See the sequel?
Yeah. With the fucking butter stick. Oh my god. Meg Stalter, if you ever listen to this show, we love you so much.
But my friends got me a cameo from her for my birthday like 3 years ago. It was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me.
Love it.
But so, a good thing about being gay,
not a single thing.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I had the most deep and connected relationship that I've ever had with another human, with a man, for 4 years.
I like that.
You know, I had real adult, I want to marry you love with someone, with a guy, and I got to steal his clothes.
Oh, that's the best part.
That's cool. That was cool. But like, yeah, I think there's something really extraordinary about just
queer relationships, and there's something magic
and connecting
about it.
with your person, and I think that is such a gift, and I hope that our generation of young gay people finds a way to heal more, because I think a lot of them are holding themselves back from that real connection because of how deeply ingrained the culture of gay culture is in superficiality.
Yeah.
And that's my wish for gay people, is to just let that shit go, man, because I promise you, I fucked hot guys. Not one of them was ever even a sliver as great as being in love with someone who was really special.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Oh my god, I have fucked way too many hot guys to know that, like, they all suck. They all suck. They're so bad.
Yeah.
Good.
I guess that's my good thing.
I love it. Thank you so much. And just to wrap everything up here, and I don't like to wrap up anything, can you please make like a butt and plug away anything that you want the audience to find?
Of course. So you can find me on all social medias, just at My Name is Chapel, one word. Unless you're looking for my music, in which there are spaces in between the words, My Name is Chapel. Search that on your Spotify or Apple Music. I have a new single called Like I Would out on June 10th. And then my film Mystery Solved will be out online this October. So look for that shit. The trailer's online if you want to look that up. It's really fucking funny. And everybody just be gay and have fun and mind your own fucking business.
Yes!
That's what I want to plug.
Be gay, have fun, mind your fucking business. Could not have said it better myself.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
and
God.
Do not try to fuck someone an hour after you just ate Mexican food.
if you're going to take any message from this episode, let it be that.
Let it be that.
That don't eat fucking Mexican food, burritos, and tacos, and then expect to have sex right after. Amateur noob move. Oh my God. Well, Chapel, thank you so much for coming on the show. And for all you listeners out there, thank you so much for making it this far into this chaotic ass episode. Please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe, and leave a review because it really helps get the numbers up. And
review his fucking show.
Yeah, please, pretty please, with bleeding butthole. We got it. With the bleeding butthole toll. There we go. We got it. We got it in the show.
That's what would have happened if the Mexican food situation had happened.
Correct.
That was disgusting. I'm sorry to leave with that.
Well, no, I've had many bleeding butthole situations sans Mexican food. And that'll be for another episode. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of the Sex Ed with Tim podcast. I'll see you all at the next one. Bye. Thanks for listening to the Sex Ed with Tim podcast. Sex Ed with Tim is created and produced by me, Tim Lagman. Music is Aces High by Kevin MacLeod. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GaySlutClown and at Sex Ed with Tim. You can also like and follow me on the Sex Ed with Tim Facebook page. If you enjoyed the show, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for all your support, you dirty little slut. Mwah.